Okay, let's go over charting some more support and resistance. This is SPY on the daily chart. As you can see, I've kind of marked my lines here. I have DC times 8, DC times 3, DC times 2. And all that tells me is that I found, for the future, that I found this chart, or this line, on the daily chart, and I found 8 instances of a day closing on that line. So that tells me that's a damn strong support and resistance line that I should probably know about. Okay? So let's go over. Let's see here. Right on this DC times 8, we have this red candle wick stopped here, red candle wick stopped here. Probably all the rest of the instances I found where the daily chart stopped on that particular one was over a year ago back, and I don't want to scroll back for a year, but just know there's 6 other times that I found the daily chart close on that line. Here we got this wick stopped here, that wick stopped there. That's important stuff. Here we got this wick and this wick. Here we've got the body closed there, the body closed there. It might be a little off. You could see here I got this triangle box. I just keep that. So when I'm in the middle of trading, if it gets into that area, that's an open gap. I like to know about gaps when I'm trading, so I like to know where they're at, and we will discuss that at a further section in this course. But again, just open up the daily chart, try it on your own, go through and find areas where it closed in that area. Now let's say that you're trading a stock that is at the all-time high and there is no prior support and resistance that you can get for the area that it's trading at. So when that happens, I got a different method for charting my key areas, and it's called pivot points. Let's go over pivot points. Okay, pivot points are mathematically calculated areas of potential support and resistance that go into key areas. So pivot point equals the high plus the low plus the close divided by 3. R1 stands for the first resistance line equals 2 times pivot point minus low. Okay, you don't need to know these mathematical formulas, but there's easier ways of getting these pivot points, and what you're going to want to do to get pivot points, an easy way that I like is just go to barcharts.com and type in the stock you're looking for up here, the ticker, SPY, whatever, and then go down to Trader's Cheat Sheet, and they will have your pivot points right here for you. Okay, R3 453.80, R2 452.58, R1 450.93, S1 448.06. The only time I use these pivot points is when we're trading in an area where the price has never gone before, and then it's anyone's guess where support and resistance is going to go. These pivot points don't always work, but I have found they do work quite often as a support and resistance line. So that's how I calculate support and resistance lines when we haven't ever traded in that area before.